Alan Beaman had no influence over the story of his life that had suddenly been shaped for him. He had his freedom taken away in his 20s. Illinois State University student Jennifer Lockmiller was found dead in her college apartment in 1993. Beaman was getting ready to begin his senior year at Illinois Wesleyan University when he was suddenly pulled over and told that detectives from the town of Normal wanted to speak to him about a recent homicide. Beaman was then interrogated at Rockford Police Department in his hometown, which is where he was at the time of the murder. He was found guilty of first-degree murder in 1995.
He was an innocent man. There was no evidence that I had seen in the whole trial process that implicated him in this murder. It was all misdirection, and it was prosecution motivated by something other than the search for truth. If somebody's wrongly accused of something, and if I see that the efforts to convict him were tainted, then I'm going to get involved if they want me to. If parents came to me and I agreed to take the case.
Jeffrey Erdangen was Beaman's attorney, and this was a pro bono case. He described that the system was skewed against Beaman and that all the judges and prosecutors were motivated to prove him guilty.
It's very difficult to undo a wrongful conviction. The system is interested in finality rather than fairness. A lot of these men and women who have been wrongly charged or wrongly convicted are still waiting for their vindication. It's a very slow process. Prosecutors and judges are in no hurry to dig into the facts of the case that might prove that the prosecution was wrong or misguided. So not many of them resolve quickly, that's for sure, and many of them never get resolved. There are hundreds and hundreds throughout the country of people wallowing in prison who didn't commit the crime that they were convicted of.
Erdangen and Beaman came to Illinois State University to bring awareness to the case and share his story. At the event last month, Beaman said that during his trial, some details were not being included or appropriately included, and he thought the case was ridiculous and there was no evidence to prove him guilty.
My career has mostly been representing people charged with crimes by the state government or the federal government. Sometimes those charges are grounded in a lot of evidence, and sometimes they're not. Rarely, though, is a case come across my desk where I felt that there was no evidence.
In 2008, the Illinois Supreme Court unanimously ruled that the prosecutor violated Beaman's right to due process of law by failing to disclose information implicating another potential suspect in the murder. He served more than 13 years in prison. The lawsuit ended in April when the Normal Town Council authorized a $5.4 million settlement agreement with Beaman. For Bird's Eye View, I'm Allie Cooper.